Well, hello again, dear ones. Robert Brzezinski with you here. Tonight is the 7th of April, 2020. I've got a great friend with me, Reverend Steph St. Amand. Say hello, Rev Steph. Hi.
Hello, great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Reverend Steph is actually part of the inspiration that got me going on this program because Reverend Steph's been doing morning prayer for 3, 4 years now. How long has it been?
Just over 2.
Just over 2. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
feels
there's
like
a
forever.
and when you start to do one or more of these every single day, you start to realize how quick they add up. So 2 years is a
Mhm.
long time. I want to congratulate you on that. So,
Thank
um,
you.
yeah, and we'll give you an address where you can catch up with Rev Steph a little bit later, but letting everybody take a chance to come sliding into the room here for evening prayers. Now, remember, folks, this program happens every morning at 8:15 p.m. or a.m. Mountain Time, and we normally start at 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time as well. However, I'm taking a class right now that ends at 8:30. So I just jumped out of a Zoom room with 500 people in it talking about Joseph Campbell and working with some Joseph Campbell stuff. So really a fun time. So Tuesday nights will be a little bit later every other night. We're here at 8:15. And if you would like to get your prayer requests in on the program or just get them into my prayer book here, send me your prayer requests. I'll write them in the book and I pray on them several times a day. Or if you'd like to have us praying on your requests in the room, we're happy to do that as well. So, all right, dear friend, Reverend Steph St. Amand with me tonight. I don't want to go into all the history, but man, I'm going to tell you this woman, she not only does she know how to pray, but she is just a powerhouse of spiritual consciousness. And in the time we've known each other, I've picked up so many things from you and swiped some things, and it's been a great pleasure. So I'm really happy you're with us. And you know what we do every night, every morning is we kind of start with the same concept. Rev, what's in your heart? What has been in your prayers these days?
Uh, Lately in my prayers, it's been just about staying present in the moment and allowing Spirit to unfold through me and getting my smallness out of the way and just listening to Spirit's voice and really focusing on Spirit by means of me.
Spirit by means of me. Yeah, gotcha. Cool.
Mm.
I I'm hearing and that word listening is coming a lot as well. It seems to be really, really important in this time.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, well then I think it's time we did some listening. What do you think, folks? This is what we call share a prayer. So I'm gonna invite Reverend Steph to get us started, and she'll pray and she'll pray and pray until Spirit kind of says, "Okay, you've had enough. Time to pass it over," and she'll hand it over to me. I'll take the prayer, wrap it up, and then we'll say a couple of goodbyes and head off into the rest of the evening. So, dear one, if you would, please take us away.
Absolutely. I just center in this breath, ground into the awareness of this infinite now, recognizing and knowing that there is only one power, one presence, one infinite divine universe that is unfolding itself in and through and as absolutely everything. One system, one structure, one divine infinite mind. Knowing that this is one power and presence, I recognize and know that there is absolutely no separation. There's nothing to be divided from or a part of. There's simply Spirit unfolding, and I am that. I step into this moment of awareness with absolute conviction and faith, knowing fully and completely that Spirit is here in all that I am, in all that I do, and all that is mine to do. So I simply just step into this moment with complete awareness for the beauty and grace that resides in every moment. I pay attention. I feel into this moment. And I allow my heart and mind to open greatly, deeply, so that anything and all things Spirit would have me know, Spirit would have evolved through my consciousness. I am open to it now. And I simply know and trust that peace resides within me, that I am safe, that I am supported, that I am the ever-givingness of a substance with infinite and endless means. And so I rest, and I restore, and I renew, and I rejuvenate this beautiful expression of consciousness evolving through me and as me and with me and for me. And so the highest and greatest good of life is here now. I see it, I feel it, I know it. The highest expression that is called forth from this glorious moment is here now, to be unwrapped, to be cherished, to be celebrated, and to be made I simply rest in this, knowing fully and completely that Spirit is unfolding for this sacred moment to be in absolute perfection. I trust it, and I share it, and I allow it to be, as I share this moment with Reverend Robert.
And I too feel that vibration of peace, that vibration of calm, that vibration of knowing, of really, really knowing. And what I know is I know there is no discord in this experience. There is no division. There is no disease or sickness or illness. There is none of that, for that is not the very truth of God. Yes, there is the human condition and the human experience that contains all that, and yet the divine transcends all that. The divine is above and beyond all that. For none of that, none of the muck and the mire exists in the heart and the mind of God. The heart and the mind of God expresses the ultimate consciousness, the divine consciousness that radiates across this planet and takes form, takes shape, takes experience, and then abandons that form, that shape, those experiences in order to have new form, new shape, new experience. And what I know in this moment is I feel a deep sense of peace. As collectively the planet is going through an experience of shedding the old forms, letting go of that which no longer serves, letting go of that which never really served, and embracing a newness, a new horizon, a new vision for humanity on planet Earth. And what I know is I know there is an absolute paradigm shift that is happening here now. And that must be good because it must be God, because it could be nothing else. There is nothing else. There's no out there. There's no other. There is the oneness of life, the unity of all humanity. And collectively, the God consciousness, the consciousness of reality is evolving into a new form, into a new way of being, into a new perspective. And so I find myself in the give and the take of the divine and the daily and the human, of being in that place of knowing that nothing is wrong, and then the news blasts in one ear or out the other. It is in those experiences that I turn away from the condition, I turn away from the hustle and the bustle of the day, and I turn my heart, my mind to the one, to consciousness, to God. I allow all that all the muck and the mire to just drift away back into the nothingness from whence it came, because I have the ability, and I claim right now that absolute experience of seeing only the divine, only God, seeing through God and with God's eyes. And as I know this true of myself, I know this is possible, is available to each and every one, that everyone that hears these words now or at another time must be a divine emanation of God, must be bringing a divine set of gifts and skills and talents to this thing called life. And it is in that giving that we are each uplifted, inspired, and rewarded. Rewarded with the sense and the knowing of perfection, rewarded with a vision of a world that works for everyone, rewarded through the great awakening that is happening on the planet at this time. And that's what I know. I know there is a great awakening that's happening. And so I invite each one that hears this word, that feels the vibration of that awakening, to say yes. To say yes to the sacred call. To say yes to the journey that is right now presenting itself. For we each have that opportunity right now to say yes to the journey or to deny the journey. I choose to say yes. And I invite each one that hears these words to say yes. To the majesty, to the grandeur, to the glory, to the new vision, to whatever it is. Say yes and step in. And allow. Allow God to be God. And so I am in that place of absolute gratitude for the truth that's revealing itself, for the experience here that is just presenting itself. Most especially, I'm grateful to know that God's got this word. And so there is truly nothing I need to do. I get out of the way. I get my bloated nothingness out of the divine circuits because I know God's got it. God's in charge. God's on the job. This is already a done deal in the mind of God. So I let it be. And I affirm this truth. And I invite you to join me in that affirmation by saying together, and so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear one.
It is.
So glad you're with me this evening. That was fun. So, okay, folks. So here's the deal. What you really, really want to do is you want to catch Rev Steph on Wake Up, Say Thank You. It happens every morning at 8 a.m. Pacific. And I tell you, I've seen this woman pray in some interesting places because she never misses a day. And I did have to laugh. Thanks for bringing back the tugboat the other day. I really appreciated that. That's a little inside joke, folks. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, but catch Rev Steph on Facebook. Wake Up with Rev Steph every morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. It is a great way to get your day going. And, you know, I love it because I pray at 8:15 my time. And then I get a little break, and then before I know it, you're up on my screen and you're praying, and so I just keep praying for you. It's my spiritual practice hour, and you're part of it again. So thank you.
Yes, I love all the notifications of everybody's prayer time that's on doing Facebook Lives and different live videos.
Oh yeah.
You can pray with somebody all day, every day.
Exactly. So add Rev Steph to your rotation, and if you want to keep your vibration up throughout the day, remember New Thought Radio, positively inspiring tunes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. NewThoughtRadio.net. It's a great way to get your groove on. So, ooh, I think we've got a howler joining us. Have you heard about Colorado? Colorado's got a thing where we all go out at 8 o'clock and howl. And it's to say,
wow.
it's a way of showing support for frontline responders and nurses, and our governor has been promoting it as a way to stay connected with your neighbors. And so we go out and howl in the evening now, and your pup joined us with that. So
That's
all
great.
right, folks. We're looking at that clock, we're right on time. So Rev Steph and I are going to let you go. We're going to chat for a little bit, but we're going to let you get back to your evening. So thank you for being with us. We love you. Peace and blessings. Come see us again soon. Till tomorrow morning. Peace. Bye now.